Imagine walking into a classroom on the day of a test you've been practicing for weeks. You've put in all your effort, but how do you know if that will suffice? How do you know that you have a complete mastery over the topic? This will be the situation most students will be in when they walk into a classroom on the day of a test. But how do we avoid this? How do we ensure a complete mastery over the topics we learn? Well, we're about to find out. Our middle and high school years are some of the most important years of our lives. It's the time where we learn the most information, make some of our lifelong friends, and most importantly, it's the time which helps us plan and prepare for our future after we graduate school. Yet, many students around the world are disappointed with their academic lives and claim that there's no benefit to studying. So what are some ways I can help you make learning easier to do, yet fun and engaging? But before we dive deeper into that, I want to talk about me and my journey so far. Learning inspires me to help change the world so that everyone benefits. The fact that we can work together to tackle any problem that comes at us shows us what we can do if we have a dedicated goal for ourselves. So I want to help you find that goal and eventually accomplish it. So to begin, I want you to keep this in mind while studying. No 0 days. What does this mean? The ideology of this is that even if you're feeling lazy or even if you're feeling tired, put that 1% of energy in. The reason for this is not improvement, but for momentum. If you contribute towards your goals every day, no matter how much energy you put in, it keeps the momentum going. And eventually, you'll have what's known as motivation. This motivation is like a streak. Just like you wouldn't want to lose your Duolingo streak, your subconscious mind keeps you going. But before we start studying, it's also important to create the right study environment. Choose a place that's well lit and free from distractions, with a noise level that you prefer. A comfortable chair and a clean workspace can make a big difference to how focused you feel while studying. Secondly, take advantage of technology. There are so many apps and online resources that can help you supplement your studying. Technology can be a strong ally in this matter, whether through flashcard applications, active recall, or platforms providing interactive learning. And remember, good mental and physical health is key. A recent study from Harvard Medical University shows that through staying active, getting proper nutrition, and getting quality sleep, you can keep the brain alert and ready for absorption. Remember, a healthy body supports a healthy mind. So, to begin the study techniques, one of the most potent ways of learning, active recall. Active recall is the method of testing yourself based on what you've learned instead of just passively rereading your notes. This method forces you to challenge your brain and shows you where to study, focus more. So try something like summarizing what you've learned after rereading your notes. Believe it or not, this method kind of saved my life. So one day I realized that I had an English quiz in 2 days, which I had not prepared for. So I thought to myself, why don't I just reread my notes and come back a few hours later to see what I was able to memorize? And it managed to work. Another useful technique is the Pomodoro technique. You study this technique with full concentration for 25 minutes and then you can take a 5-minute break. This technique doesn't let you get mentally tired, but keeps your mind sharp. After 4 Pomodoros, you can have an extended rest of 15 to 30 minutes. Moreover, spaced repetition helps transfer knowledge from short-term to long-term knowledge by reviewing material at strategic intervals. So instead of cramming for a test all at once, try using this technique, then coming back a few hours later, then a day, then another day to see what you were able to memorize. Taking practice tests under exam-like conditions is another excellent way to help prepare for an upcoming assessment. Not only are you familiarizing yourself with the format of the test, but you're also reducing anxiety for when it comes to time to take the real thing. Lastly, teaching others is one of the most unusual yet effective ways of understanding what you learn. By speaking your thoughts out loud, you're forced to organize your thoughts into a clear and concise manner so that you understand what you learn. And moreover, it doesn't even matter who you teach it to. You could teach it to your stuffed animal, your siblings or parents, your best friend, anyone. I like this technique because it not only helps you understand what you learn, but it also improves your communication skills. So, in the end, I expect you to go home, go to your room, and think to yourself, what areas of my life do I need to work on? And it doesn't have to even be related to academics. It could be how to get better at a skill like a sport, how to maintain your health, or anything. But find areas in your life that need work and work on changing that. What I'm trying to say here is act. And more specifically, act towards your future. So, let's work together to smash that play button. Thank you.